The fastest man in My Hero Ultra Rumble. Ida, do you guys think that title is correct, or do you think there's somebody faster than him? Over 200 meters, which character do you think gets there first using all their quirks? Why are these two guys so scared? Just come over here, man. Just come over here, man. Come over here, man. Fucking hell. These guys. Look at that. Would have been beautiful up there. Would have been lovely. Look at all of those people, man. It would have been so nice. But you guys had to ruin it. It wasn't enough for you. Now you want to take this golden chest. No. Go. I thought that Baku was about to drive by my items. I was gonna scream. If he did that, I would have been so annoyed. Anyways, here you are with Ida wearing his Sunday's finest. He's just come back from church. He looks very presentable, is the word I'm looking for. That's what I think of that move. I didn't get to finish that. There we go. Nothing a little basic combo couldn't finish. It's actually quite a nice start, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, I think he's probably the quickest character. He's probably the quickest. No, you're running that way. I can't be bothered. He's probably the quickest character in the show, isn't he? Sorry, in the game. But I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. But I think if you had a straight race, all quirks included, I think he comes out on top. And if not on top, definitely probably a second. What do you guys think, though? Who do you think is the quickest straight line? 200 meters. Quirks included, cooldowns included. Who comes out number one? Number one. Bakugo likes to talk. The casual outfit of Ida, I think is very stylish. You know, he's got a nice navy blazer, crisp white button up. I don't know what are the corduroy pants or what, or chinos. I can't really quite tell properly because of the games. You know, how it looks. You know, nice shoes as well. It looks good. See that there, what I did by the way, guys? You know, using your alpha into the bait is a good way to like quickly close distance. And then finish off with the beta. This is like iRobot taking out one of the clones. Yokatta. I'm really not a big fan of his gamma. Like, I know it's... I'm not necessarily saying it's bad. I just feel like he doesn't even need it, really. Like, what's he doing with it? Most of the time, it's just a bit of... It's more of a fluff piece than anything. Saying that, this motherfucker is very, very strong. Like, even... Some people will bring up who's saying, like, there's no way he's broken or OP because his gamma actually goes against him. It makes him slower. What other perk or quirk makes somebody worse? And it's like, come on, man. Everything about him is so strong, like, that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, his beta is so fucking solid that it's basically, you know, covering up for that. This is why you should always keep an eye on these guys' teammates, because you never know when one's going to turn up and fuck everything up for everybody. Did not want to get caught in that. Like, it is very strong. Like, this dude is so quick. He's outrun Nerfs. Everyone else has gotten caught by something. Bakugo got caught. Deku got caught. These guys are getting caught. The only one who hasn't gotten caught is Uraraka. Those two must be the quickest, because they are literally outrunning Nerfs. Let me do this. Thank you. Are you up here? I think he's good. This guy, on the other hand, I'm about to make him not good. Look at that beta, it's already ready to go. It's ridiculous. It's crazy to me. That air kick is like, he's got so many good things. Like, I don't want to see people bring up the gamma and like how it slows him down. Like, you don't need to fucking use that thing. Like, that's optional. Everything else about him is so good. The gamma stops. Look at that thing. The gamma stops being involved. Saigana! Oh, you bastard. Plus chaos. I'm afraid. Oh god. Oh god, help me, Bakugo, you fucking psycho. Oh, Bakugo, you ruined it for all of us. Oh, that Bakugo, man, what a useless dude. I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but it was not kosher. If these guys don't get me up, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Because I didn't even deserve to go down there. That was just, I don't know, that was some shenanigans. That's right, get me back in the game. Look at that. Not even a single crease on my blazer. Thank you. I want to find that Aizawa, because that Aizawa I think was the main culprit of my demise. Oh, there he is. He's glowing blue right now, though. Oh, yeah, I feel robbed. I feel robbed. Look at that, not so fucking tough without your boy band, are you? You do not get to take that. Good. Got him. Remember me? You son of a bitch. Tossing your fucking towel around me. Enough. Took that personally. Screw the civilian. There's no good reason for you to run at this speed with this movement. Like, if you're sprinting, I get it. This dude is jogging at best. I don't know why he's doing such dramatic motions. Man, you kind of just like put yourself on a plate for me. Stay alive. Hello, brother. I mean that not in the literal sense. Does that ever happen to you guys? You go to do like a takedown and like you fucking prick. Like the game just like stops, or your guy at least just stops. Oh fuck. He got up. Nope. Let's go. You really going outside like that? I'm about to say, you don't have the minerals for that, dude. What was you thinking? Yeah, nice combo, Uraraka. See, that's 10 KOs. Just putting it out there. That Ida and that Derby who were burning out to the zone, they were mine. I'm just putting it out there. That's a 10 KO game. My hero's not gonna rob me on this one. They're not gonna rob me on this one. Daijoubu! GG's. Fair play to my teammates for getting me back up in the game. And yeah, 10 KOs. 6.5k damage, not bad. Yeah, this guy, so quick he can outrun all the nerfs. Everyone else has gotten nerfed to some degree or another except this guy. Or those that deserve it anyway. With the exception of Uraraka. Maybe he's put her on his shoulders when he's ran off every time. But yeah, this guy definitely, he needs to have his beta looked at. I don't know, it does, it's too damn good. Like the tracking, the damage, the cooldown. It's like fucking Captain America's super soldier injected into a quirk. It's too much. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people feel the same way. Aside from that, I think he's pretty damn good. Just, ugh, that beta needs a bit of a look at. And you know what? I'm confident. I think it will be looked at some point. But aside from that, fair play to Ida. Pretty cool guy. Great character in general. But yeah, maybe just needs a little touchdown, so he can no longer outrun the nerfs. But, you know, cool character overall. What do you guys think? Do you like him, dislike him, think he needs a nerf, think he's just great? If you say he needs a buff, you can just see yourself out the door now, because I think you need to go make an appointment with your doctor. Anyway, see you next time. Maybe I'll put something after this clip, or maybe the video will just end. Who knows? So it turns out I did put something after the match. And it was this game here. Most of the game I've just skipped through, because it was just a whole lot of me running around. My teammates were dead. I'm trying to get into gear. Trying to find some things. Look at my quirks. Not even... We're near end game. The end circle is, you know, pretty smallish, I guess, at this point. And I haven't even got any quirk above level 7. So as you can see, it was kind of an uneventful game. But, you know, it's the back end which is the most interesting. You know, that's what he said. So I thought you guys might want to see this as a little bonus added on to the end. I was fighting this Uraraka and this Bakugo for a while. They were both really trying to get me out, and I just kind of didn't want to let them have that satisfaction, so instead of running I was just fighting them. Showing them what's what, doing the Jean-Claude Van Damme kicks. Look at that tracking. That thing had like a GPS and it was trying its damned hardest to follow that Uraraka. Look at that very nice kick there. It's with Ida, it's all about coming from different angles. Not in that way. You never want to be approaching in a predictable way. Like, you have the speed, you have the mobility, so you should always maximize it. I'd say that's probably the only weakness that Ida has there, aside from obviously not having any range, but it's not really a problem for him. Sometimes the tracking is very aggressive on that kick, to the point where in that instance, rather than go for the alive Bakugo who I was aimed at, it went for the dead Bakugo, who, you know, was not even in the game anymore at that point. So I'd say if there's any like small weakness to the beta, it's that, but it's not really anything to write home about. Have you guys ever seen that bug before? Like, you got stuck running up in place? That was the first time I'd ever seen it when I played this match. And again, I say it all the time for my Ida matches, but don't neglect your air strike. It's a great way to get like an extra little boost up in the air or forwards without taking, you know, a charge out from that alpha. So I would say definitely always look into seeing if you can flick that in. 2 alphas and then your air square or air strike. You know, if you're maybe not on PlayStation. And once you get used to doing it as Ida, you'll always do it. Unless, of course, like the situation doesn't call for it. But most of the time, you can get away with it. And it just leaves that extra 1 alpha in your back pocket in case you really need it. So as you can see here, been a lone wolf for a while. Finally got that beta to level 9 in the end. And you can always tell, like when there's 3 teams left and you're not fighting and the circle's that small, you know it's about to go to 2 because those other 2 teams must be fighting. If you're not fighting and the circle's that small, then your brain should be like, okay, they're fighting. And then that's when you time your entry like I did. This is like perfect entry timing. Like as soon as that fight finished and they hadn't yet had the time to sort themselves out, I just flew in and I'm like, yep, time for me to pick up the scraps, even as a one man, because like this dude hits hard with that beta and it comes back relatively quickly. You know, it was like, hey, thanks for what you guys just did to that other team. Now your reward is getting fucked up. And like I said, when it's Ida like this and you just catch people, Ida's very hard to outdo 1v1. Like as you can see, he's very hard to outdo 1v1. So I've just 1v, like that's probably the easiest 1v3. Like that 1v3 looks so simple, you guys would probably cuss me out if I tried to say like it was a good play. It was a good play, but it was just not maybe in the way that you guys, or some of you guys, would think. It was a good play in the way that I timed it perfectly, you know? Like there's 1v3s where, oh, this dude was ducking and diving and dodging and it was like watching Ultra Instinct Goku. This wasn't really that kind of 1v3. This was where like all of the Ultra Instinct took place in the lead up of me just choosing the right time, choosing the right moment, and entering the right way. Like that was the Ultra Instinct part. The rest of it was just whatever. You know, the rest of it was just whatever. It was just, you know, the fruits of my labor, if you will. The pudding that had the proof in it. So, you know, it's one of those things. Sometimes something very impressive looks super easy if you're just doing it the right way. Like, ideally, every single 1v3 would look easy if you plan it right, but it's just not how it normally goes. But in that instance, you guys saw I came in at the right time. I knew they'd be fighting. I was waiting for the right entry, and when I found it, instead of opening the door and say, hey, can I come in, I just booted it down. Came in and just used all of Ida's strengths on the guys who still hadn't yet had the chance to recover from that fight they just had. So, if you're a lone wolf, 3 teams left, maybe take that into consideration. Let those teams weaken themselves and then try and come in and pick up the scraps. Otherwise, you may end up a breadcrumb on the floor yourself if you enter too early. Anyway, there's the Ida video. He's a cool character. I like him overall. Needs to be nerfed. Somewhere, somehow, some way. Needs a nerf. But you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. See you next time.